This is Kelly from Root Pursuit Junk Journals, and welcome back to 100 Journals in 100 Days. That's my project. We're just cranking our way through here, and today is sort of interesting because I have been collecting these for a very long time. Well, I made them, and so I guess I collected them, but I basically take book pages, illustrated book pages, and then I collage on them. So for instance, this little, what kind of glue did you use on there, lady? Anyway, I collage on them, and then, and it's a lot of fun, and I kind of like call them a brochure, and I think initially I was inspired from Rachel at Roxy Creations, sort of her little style, and then I added my own little flair to it. Whatever kind of glue I had going on, it was incorrect because that's not really on there at all. Probably some cheap glue stick I used, but like I said, I've been saving these for quite a long time, and they're just little brochures essentially. So this one was very decorative. This one was plain. I never did anything with it, but that's okay. This one's kind of tall. I don't know, I might have to cut this one into two. We'll see, like right at the line. I might do that right now, just so I don't forget. Why would I forget? I have no idea, but that's the thing I'm doing. And at any rate, we're cutting it right here. So now we're gonna have two little pieces. I'll try to find one that I actually decorated, because a lot of these are just like, but generally I call them the brochure because they're like the threefold, you know, so you have a lot of different spaces. This is another plain one, but it was a quilt book, a quilting book. That's what I'm trying to say. This one definitely did some shenanigans on here with the collage around on the book page part. And here's one. I used some wallpaper and some ledger paper. The inside's pretty plain, and then the back. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Here's that little fun church. So I pulled out some that I feel like they're very country. Americana. Yes, somebody said to me, I said, I call it country, and she's like, Americana. I was like, yeah, that's way better. So that one's collaged. Here's a collage. Need some glue reinforcement. La la la. I'm kind of shocked at how this tacky glue works. I feel silly about it because I've had it for so long and never even realized. I was just like, that's what I use for fabric. Which is silly because a lot of the other glues, I like Fabri-Tac and stuff, they work really well. There's that one. This little half quilt one, that way. Here's this one. I put a little pocket in there. And then the back, I collaged a little paper on there. Here's one. This one has got this part on there. And I collaged all that stuff on the inside. Nothing on the back, it's just pretty busy. So what I want to do with this, and this one as well, collage, even a little washi tape. So what I want to do with these is put these together and make a journal out of them. And I hope it works okay, because what I'm thinking is a lot of them have the secondary, my gosh, what kind of glue is this? And I don't know if some of it is just like all the wallpaper that didn't glue. A little spritzy. A lot of the old wallpapers had the glue, a little bit of glue on them, but you still added your own glue. My mom was very serious about wallpapering. She was very good at it. And I guess I'm just gonna throw these in here and see what happens. So this one's just a bifold, and then I'll fold them out. So I can kind of stagger them with the ones that don't have the fold out. see. Keep it going. So this one folds out in thirds, so maybe we'll put this one here. Okay. And that one is the thirds fold out, so who knows? We're just gonna throw these together. And the nice thing about them is they're all different shapes and sizes. So it gives it a really interesting look, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's a 3, that's, yes. So maybe this one. We shall see how this turns out. So that one's got the fold on it. Oh, I know what I can do. I can also do this. Okay. I didn't think about that. Okay, so now, okay, I need another trifold. Okay, so this one right here, watch this noise. So I actually make it so the signature's right here. This I would have to trim. I'm gonna have to trim. Okay, that's not the scissors I want. Bella's here with me again today. For just a couple of hours, we come out here and hang out together. So now, does it matter if it's upside down? I put it in, haha, I'm gonna figure this out. So I put it in this way, that way, because when I was first thinking about it, all of my double fold outs would be on the back end, right? So be like all of that. But what I've realized is with this trifold, if instead of putting it in where the signature's here, I put it in here. And then the fold out is in the first half of the signature. I hope that makes sense. So then that's where my fold out is. Haha. So if I just kind of switch these around a little bit, then, so for this one, I can fold it, like put it in. So that's the signature, haha. Except don't tuck it into your other pocket on the inside. Woo-wee. This is really interesting. I'm excited to do this flip through because I have no idea what it's gonna, like, what's gonna happen. Other than, is that right? Well, hopefully. And then this one, okay, we definitely need one in here. So we'll take that, does that work? See, I did it so that they overlapped. Now that overlap is in my way. So now we can do it like this. You can go all the way down there. So then it'll be like that. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Let's put this guy in here maybe. Go flip it this way. Ta-da. I'll put that one in. One, two, three. And this guy can be a little, maybe I'll put that up here. I feel like I need a taller one in here somewhere. Put that in there. Okay, let's just play around with it with the flip through and see how I like it. I know it's really fun because there's going to be so many flip outs. So let's just try it and see what we think. And it's different widths, different heights. So I think it's going to be really fun. So this is the first. And then it'll be like that. And then like this. And that. This. And that. I'm not going to say this and that every time. That would be super boring. So this is like 3 in a row where nothing flips out. 4. And then this one. I might change that up, but we'll see. We'll see how the second half goes. And the great thing about this is, well, it's interesting because there's no writing pages in here, hardly at all. But that's kind of fun, actually. It makes it really interesting. And this, I feel like, should not be in the middle. So that, okay, let's go back to that one spot. And then I still have to go back to the second half. So hopefully the second half makes sense. All right, where was it? We had all those in a row, like right here. Try that. Okay, now let's check the second half. Ta-da. Which the only thing I'm looking for is that I have too many like flip outs like that in a row. It's like interesting little side pocket. What happened here? Oh, this goes this way. Huh. That little guy. Might have to trim that one. I'll just trim it now so we don't run into any issues. Sometimes when you go to sew that signature, then all of a sudden, oh, that doesn't, it got sewn into the flap gets sewn in. We don't need that. And there's lots of room for like collage in here to like add stuff. So that's exciting. Okay, so that was pretty good. There were a lot of those fold outs in a row over here. What had happened? Okay. It's like 3 small ones in a row. Okay, center point. Flip out, flip out, flip out. Not a flip out, not a flip out, flip out. Oh, that's not really that bad. All right, let's just find a spot where 1, 2, oh boy, we've got a very unhappy puppy. Okay, don't. So something in here can come out of there and then go in this spot. Ooh. Yeah. I think I did it. Ooh. And now I kind of also have to make sure that everything is at the height I want it. You can do up high and down low. You need to stay put when I slide this. Stay where you are. That's good. That one's fine. It's interesting now, these 2 tall ones are together. Yeah, this is just me like, wow. Playing around. Okay. I might take this guy out. Nah. Here's me, nah. Because if I do that, then all of a sudden stuff's gonna break. You know. We don't need that. I'm gonna pull this guy up. Make it higher. There we go. Now, my biggest one, do I want it to be as big as it is? And the answer is I don't think so. So I'm just gonna do that. And then put these back in. Just like that. And then, whew, I mean, that was a lot of futzing around, wasn't it? It really was. Okay, we're gonna push it together. And we're gonna clip it. And we're gonna clip the heck out of this thing. I've got all these. These are nice clips because they're so deep. So if you've got all these sort of random papers that are at different heights, it's really handy to have that like that. I think 3 is plenty. I could technically like clip this side, but I don't think I need it. Not in this situation. So there's a little bit of a temptation to come back in here and add just some random blank writing pages. But I feel like I could add that because there's so much room, blank pages that weren't finished anyway. So I think we can just do that. Like so. We're just going to sew that guy together. We are ready to sew in the signature. Let's see. We're going to poke some holes maybe. Poke some holes. It's kind of thick. We'll just go through that hole. We'll do it. Should I go through this way? Yeah, I'm gonna go through. Oh. There we go. Then we'll go through here. And then maybe like right here. I'll tell you, sewing the signatures in, it is a lot more forgiving than the staples. As I, well, don't make a liar out of me. There we go. And the signature. They're all twisted. Need some extra. Extra. There we go. Oh, well, I just chuck that thing. Why? I don't know. That's how I do everything. Just chuck it. Let's see here. We'll trim this one. Get one string on each side. Do a little tug. Now this will give us a little opportunity to add some charms to this guy. I'm going to do one more knot. And with this thread, probably should give the knot a little bit of glue too. Just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, that's on there. Just a little glue on there to keep it from loosening up. All right, now we can take all these off of here. Woo-hoo! It has a really good feel to it, I must say. Just give it a little side clip, maybe. but I am kind of a fan of this thing because of how all the papers lay there. I do feel like I am going to decorate this journal at some point, but I don't think I have time. Just add like papers in the little spots, but overall I'm very happy with it. And the other thing you can do is always like turn this way if you wanted to, but not totally necessary. I like that. That's cute. Cute. That's boring. What a boring page. Here we go. Flippy flu. Flippy flu. I don't know. Words just come out of my mouth. I should say sounds, because I don't think that was a word. Little pocket. The one and only pocket in here, I think. But I really like it. It's just like colorful, illustrated collage stuff. Let's just tie some buttons over here. I know I've got buttons hanging around here, like this little, for a while this was my scissors holder, which was convenient because it held my scissors, and some buttons. Oh, I like this. Oh, look at those. Okay, let's do that. That's what, oh, there's string in there already. It's in the way. It's cute too. Cute string. But you're coming out. And then we're just gonna loop and loop. And when we do this, I'm gonna definitely do a little extra glue on it too. A couple of loops. And a knot. Let's do this one. That's weird that these two are like those similar kind of buttons and they were right next to each other. Hopefully these will be different heights. I like it when the height of the two dangly buttons are staggered height. Yes, staggered. Excellent. I guess we'll just trim the extra string. Now we got a little dangly thing. Get your buttons out of the way. Isn't that a fun little jar of buttons? Yep, it is. All right. We need some kind of a closure because it's, you know, doesn't look a seam binding drawer. But we could do lace, maybe. I have so much of this lace. I mean, that's just absurd. It's an absurd amount of lace. What do we want to do? I kind of like this. So I should just do it, right? Okay. Any other colors I could mix? Binding or anything? I'll just go with the brown. I like the brown. Yeah, that's cute. What do you think? You like it? Crazy. Oh, don't forget that I have a giveaway. Don't forget about that. Because it's like the best giveaway ever. Includes a $50 gift certificate to Hobby Lobby, a metal rolling cart, a 12x12 guillotine, and a bunch of other stuff. So check it out. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And for every $5 you purchase in my Etsy shop, you get one entry. You know what? I'm not crazy about this. Do we like that? Kind of like it, but I don't like it. Okay, I'll find something else. Okay, so I found these things, I call them inchies. You just take like, this is like 4 layers, one background paper, this blue background paper, then another scalloped paper, and then something in the middle. I don't know. I think that could go there. It looks really good. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. was like the first one I picked. I could have picked this one. It's not terrible, but no, that's what I'm going with. This thing used to have like 50 of them in there, and I haven't made them in so long, and now there's like 3 left. There we go. Yeah, got like that one, and there's a couple more in here. There's that one, this one, and the one on the front. That's a good. Tell me what's supposed to be in the drawer, even though there's only like 3 left. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm doing with that journal for now. I hope you enjoyed it. There's not much to it, just book pages, illustrated book pages, collaged, and then put together, all to make a page. As always, thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to you later.